What's up, guys? So I kind of need to apologize for not being regular or not being, I guess, consistent over the last couple weeks. I know I missed last week, and just want to say I'm sorry.
Sometimes I suck at commitment.
But enough apologizing. Let's start here. Focus is fuel. Your focus, my focus, fuels our lives, and quite frankly, what we focus on, we often magnify. I've said this in past videos because I really believe it, and you know, there's only so much time in a day, and though this sounds like I'm trying to make an excuse, I'm not. I'm simply saying that sometimes there are things in life that simply are just more important, things that require more of my attention. And I think building a business where I am, like, this is the point of doing this. I want to be clear, like, building a business, you know, building not only personal but professional life as well. I think they're kind of one and the same, because I dearly love what I do, and more importantly, why I do it. And so what's important to understand is sometimes, and this is going to be powerful, and so if you're not like tuned in, and you're not like really like, you got like 18 other songs playing in the background, if you're anything like me, I want you to like tune in on this as my air conditioning cuts on. It's like it's trying to mess with me. I want you to tune into this. Sometimes when you want something badly enough, and you're, believe it or not, over ambitious, over eager, sometimes when you are screwing that, screw into that hole and tightening that screw, sometimes what can happen is you can actually strip the screw, right? And like, we know this, out of an over eagerness, maybe even a lack of attention to detail, or just lack of attention altogether. And so that's something I've got to be careful on, and I just encourage you around that. Is like, what is something, maybe are you trying too hard? Am I trying too hard? And so with all of that being said, like, well, how does that relate to the vlog? It's like, well, I want to grow this thing. I want to blow it up, right? Duh. But what's important, number one, why am I doing it? Just to simply document a journey, and to hopefully share with you some of the things that I'm learning, and that you might even get value from them. That's the real goal, right? And then two, and this is probably just as important, grow a platform of, continue to grow the platform of, the influence that I have here. And so, and I want that badly, but oftentimes, I'll say it again, when we're over eager, it can be very, very easy to strip that screw and just simply not get what we want. I'm gonna run my trip to Birmingham and back, really quick trip, business. And though I don't really show a lot of what I actually did, I talk about it kind of in this ambiguous way because I couldn't divulge a lot of it. So anyways, there's that. I'm spinning outside my window. 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 I was standing outside waiting for you. You were always taking time, baby, playing it through. So I had this whole. This is Otis, by the way. Otis, say hello. Yeah, that's right. All right. Anyways, all right. So I had this whole segment filmed. I was like, boom, this is it. This is what I want to deliver during the vlog this week, and it just didn't feel right. There comes a time where that rubber meets the road, and you start evaluating. You start evaluating where you are. You start evaluating where you want to be. And ultimately, I think that's the moment where, you start making changes. At the base, it's this right here. It's that the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of changing. And this is the line that stuck out to me all weekend long. How you do anything is how you do everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. And so this weekend, being able to work on the business instead of in the business, on the business instead of in the business, has been helpful because it's allowed me to have the perspective to evaluate that how I do anything is how I do everything. I mean, you would agree with me. Like, there are parts that of life and of your job and whatever that you probably love, right? Yeah, you freaking love it. Like, man, boom, this is it. And then inevitably there are probably parts that you don't, that require a little bit more that maybe, right, a little bit harder, or maybe just not in your wheelhouse. I don't know. But my guess is you got those, and you're probably thinking of them right now. So now what do we do with those things? And I think that's, at least for me, where kind of good and great has been separated. You know, a lot of people talk about that good and great, and I think that's where, at least for me, again, that's where it's been separated. How do I do the things that I'm not as fired up about? How do I do the things that I'm not as focused on? Right, like, that is the key, I think, or one of the keys, major keys, you know, to really kind of breaking the mold out of that anemic growth and doing something extraordinary. Because I think modern day culture would tell you, you can do it, you can, right, like, you can be just an extraordinary person, right, Otis? Otis agrees. But here's the deal, is that narrative, we just know it's not true. I mean, by the very definition, extraordinary. That most of us will just not be extraordinary. Time will tell, and I think the one thing that can separate that is the very unsexy, like, just, it's freaking hard work. It's not always sexy. Actually, most of the time, let's just be real, it's not sexy. It's completely necessary if you want it. And so what this weekend has taught me is that how you do anything is how you do everything. And if it's really that important, you'll find a way. Or as I like to say, forge that way, because I don't think there's a way out there, you're just finding. I think it's forging a path where no one else is willing to go. Doing things, lots of things that no one else is willing to do. And that's where we are.
I was calling out your name, put my eyes on the wall. You were running like a ghost from me. You were running from it all. You got me.
Thanks for watching so much. Remember, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you're working on. I'd love just to know, hey, you know, making a family. I don't know why that one came out first. I'm, you know, building a business. I'm getting through school. Whatever. Just let me know. Hit me up in the comments. What are you currently working on? Would love to know and connect with you guys in that way. Hit that thumbs up button. My sound effect game is off today. I apologize. But hey, hit that thumbs up button if you liked it. Thanks so much for watching. Love you guys. And guess what? See you next time.